I've been knocked down and I've never been defeated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dylan Garcia here with the Never Been Defeated podcast, man. Something told me this morning, the moment I woke up, I had to do a podcast today. And so I'm driving earlier and I'm wondering, what is the podcast going to be about? You know, a lot of stuff has gone down lately in my personal life, which all stuff always goes on in our personal life. But I thought about when I put out a music video on New Year's Eve of 2021. It was me with the girls, and I got the lowriders. Shout out to Chevalino for making that happen. And man, that was really a great video with Destructive. Destructive have put it out. I let Tony G leak it, and I had Destructive leak it. And when Destructive leaked it, there were some comments that came through. There's some of them really comical, to be honest with you. Hey, this guy looks like he's De La Hoya's older brother. Like, come on now, De La Hoya's older brother? Like, what? And then I had someone trolling me, like literally talking some negative stuff, right? So today's episode is about how do you handle criticism? And whether it's good or bad, when you do good, I mean, I thought I put out the best video. I worked really hard and it came with criticism. All things that we do, especially creatives, come with criticism. And so on that note, when I was getting trolled basically by somebody with a fake account and a fake name and just trying to really get my blood going, he did. And I got really angry. My friend's there at my house. It's New Year's Eve. I got my wife there. We're eating pizza. We're all, but this negative comment, I'm like, I don't really want to, am I going to share this with them? You know, I don't want to mess up the vibe. I could have wrote back, motherfucker, you don't know how hard I worked on this shit. You know what I mean? But I didn't. So, but I deleted the comment. He came back and dropped another one. It was like, really, this guy was feeding into everything I was saying in this song to like talk trash. And what are the secret sauce? Just blocked him. Never heard again, right? Well, if someone wants to create another account and do that, they can do it again, whatever. But the thing was, there's always something that's stuck in my head ever since I started doing music. This is about 2006, maybe 2007. And my dad said, well, this is something you want to do. You got to understand two things. Not everybody's going to like you, and not everybody's going to like your music, right? So that, I got Marlo here. I was recording earlier, had the greatest episode. This is going to be, what's one's going to be even greater, but Marlo had to go off because all the dogs were barking and it set me back. So I started over again. And you know what? That was great because the concept of this episode, besides criticism, is sticking to your vision. Sticking to your vision. Look at what I got behind me. University of California, Irvine. When I was going to school, it was the number 16 school in the nation. I majored in criminology, law, and society. I even minored in history. I had enough units to take time off from school and graduate with everybody as if I was a 4-year student. I finished college in 3.5 years. I stuck to the vision. It came with criticism too. I'm not gonna lie, there was criticism. It was tough finishing school. When I was going to school, I had roommates that had credit cards that their parents paid. Like, boom, we moved in, she's buying a new TV, a new bed, and I'm just like, damn, my dad's credit card. Like, what? I'm over here tutoring kids on the side. I'm over here waiting tables during the day or at night. I worked at different restaurants. I worked at a bank when I first started going to school, working about 30, 35 hours a week, taking a full load, doing 18 units. That's about 4 classes. And I was pledging for a fraternity. A lot going on. I rarely had time for myself until I finally left the stopped pledging and then just focused on the vision. College was fun. I learned a lot. It wasn't like for some other people's trip where college was just C's, get degrees, and have a good time the whole time. No, I had to grow up. I had to pay for shit. Nothing came easy. And to top it off, some of the flack that I took, man, I got arrested my senior year of college. Like, I went to jail. I was processed. I had to go to a court, like, boom, right? My senior year of college, right when I got back from Hawaii, for some shit that I didn't even really do. And I ended up getting hassled by racist cops. And when you're Latino and you live in Newport Beach, I mean, you stand out. Newport Beach is the predominantly white city. The Mexicans in there are the ones doing the work. Well, this pop didn't like that I was Latino. Said he was going to ruin everything that I had worked for. This guy said he promised. I don't know what it was. He just said he didn't like Mexicans in Newport Beach. So look, I had to deal with that. At the same time, I'm trying to graduate school. I'm coming back to school to finish my last 2 classes. My parents wanted me to drop out. Really, they wanted me to drop out and just go home. Like, what? I've been here. I've been almost done with my degree and you want me to drop out and go home for what? Like, no. I stuck to the vision. I ended up getting an A in both classes that I had to finish when I finished college. It was the craziest situation. I wouldn't even get into it. But I finished and I stuck to the vision regardless of whatever flack, criticism, negativity came my way. Stick to the vision. I had somebody ask me, so what are you going to do next, Dylan? I said, I want to perform at Coachella. And you know what he said? That's it. That's small of a goal. I'm thinking like, man, Coachella's been the big goal. What's the goal after that, right? So just stick to the vision. I'm going to start creating some high quality, top-notch goals that I want to hit, not only as an artist, but as a human being, as speaking, doing this podcast thing. I mean, this is my chance to talk to you guys. I'm really glad that I have my own space. And the electrical problem at my last place really didn't give me good sound quality. Like, I put in a lot of work just to record those great records. But negativity, man, what do you do when there's people that you had their back and you treated them good, but then when you realize they've been talking mess about you the whole time, right? And you thought they had your back. Like, that's just, in the music game, that's a lot how it goes. Don't take that shit personal. Don't take criticism personal. One thing to do take is somebody's trying to give you constructive criticism so you could be better because they see. Like, I see in people, I can see them doing better. If you get constructive criticism, use it. Grow from it. I do. I mean, I've had some friends tell me straight up, like, man, you haven't done shit. You know what I mean? How do you counter back from that, And like I said last episode, we rise up. So look, stick to the goal, stick to the vision, and regardless of whatever comes your way, if that's the end goal, because I could have dropped out, right? I had a free ticket to go home. I had an excuse why it couldn't work out. God tested me, man. See if I would stick to the vision. So look, man, things go on. Life ain't perfect, but if you stick to the vision, everything will be all right in the end. It's Dylan Garcia here. Have a great day. Stick to the vision. Don't let criticism bother you. Constructive criticism, take it, learn from it, and try to be the best human being that you can be every day possible. This is Dylan Garcia with the Never Been Defeated. This is Dylan Garcia with the Never Been Defeated podcast. I'm out.